Hi, Ron. Today from Germany, and specifically Augsburg, Germany, and I'm standing on some train tracks in the beautiful fall. You see the colors in the background. And I couldn't pass by being here by these train tracks and having them in the background to remind you of this great quote, one of my favorites that Socrates gave us. He said, "You'll never know a line's crooked unless you have a straight line to put next to it." And the point is, our life needs straight lines. A lot of times, those straight lines are two parallel lines, like these train tracks. I want you to think about a train that said, "Hey, you know what? I love moving fast like I can right now, but if I could just get off these tracks, I could go faster. I could jump out in that field, or in this case, over into a river." Or imagine if one of the train tracks said, "Hey, I'm tired of being here. I'm going to go a different direction. I'm tired of having to come alongside and be equidistant and straight with these guys." Well, that's what we need in our lives. We need straight lines, in this case parallel lines, to guide us. So much of life is like that. Think about it. The way you deal with conflict, for instance, is you speak the truth, but you do it with respect and love. So wisdom comes from having two parallel thoughts that are constantly in tension. Always be truthful. That'll make you not be a coward and run away from the circumstance, and always do it in love. So always be respectful and loving to people, and that'll allow you to not hide from the situation, and it'll also allow you to not be abusive. So that's how we resolve conflict. The way we live our life and time is we try to do things decently and in order. We try to be efficient. We schedule our priorities. I teach that all the time, but at the same time, there's a parallel train track, and that is that we buy up the opportunity. We live in the moment. For instance, right now I'm doing this video. I didn't think of the content. Instead, I saw these tracks and said, you know what? This reminds me of living our lives in wisdom and running our lives on a train on parallel tracks and having straight lines in our life. And that was serendipitous. And serendipity is when you are going in one direction and find something very interesting and run into it. My wife and I have had wonderful times during the last 24 hours just meeting people, taking off and driving around this part of Bavaria, southern Germany. We're having a great time. We didn't plan it. We planned on being here, but we didn't plan everywhere we'd go. And that's the way life is. It's in the moment. So live in the moment, but do things decently and in order. Bottom line is, remember, life are like train tracks. You need to have parallel, often principles that are in tension that keep you from going to extremes and keep you well balanced and well focused and help you become an authentically successful person. Hey, this is Ron signing out from Augsburg, Germany, on some train tracks, talking to you today about the importance of that kind of wisdom in your life.